over the last year, we've really seen a growth in our social media space, and obviously with Nedbank's growth into Africa, the social media business kind of into an Africa space really appealed to us. And then the second thing is to say that Nedbank's approach to anything it does is very much to look at, well, how can we do it for ourselves, but how can we also help others do it? And we really want to see that social as a medium, as a channel, grows and is shaped properly, and others can use it and utilize it. And as a result, we see a lot of input from Nedbank into its small business customers, into a lot of what it does for its clients is to try and enable them, teach them, help them, grow them.
My sense is a lot of social media conferences talk about consumer stuff. And what's interesting about this is it's talking about social media as a business tool. So it's a lot more about the bottom line. It's a lot more about big corporate entities.
I think it comes back to basics. It's just because it's a new channel, it doesn't mean to say you have to change your approach. If you're a business that is customer-centric, then be customer-centric on your channel. It's the old principles of how to handle your customer, how to have conversations. Yes, you can't look the person in the eye when you're having a Twitter conversation with them, but you can still speak to them as a human being.
I think it's becoming more and more relevant for companies within South Africa who are focusing on their business in sub-Saharan Africa and other parts of Africa, especially the retail sector, with agencies focusing within the retail sector going up to sub-Saharan Africa as well.
Advertising is going to a place where you can't just create adverts anymore. You have to be almost a business partner, a business consultant to your clients. And this is the type of thinking that we need to start bringing to be a relevant agency in this day and age, is that we can't just create TV adverts anymore. We need to help clients fundamentally change their business to get to a place where they are the first early adopters. They're the ones that are driving technology, that the companies that are really going to succeed are the types of companies that are adopting this type of thinking.
South Africa of a lot of countries still to maintain its position, which, there's already people who've set up here, they're comfortable here, they prefer to be based out of here and travel to Nairobi frequently than the other way around.
How amazing what's going on in the rest of Africa is. It's so easy to become caught up with what you think is going so right in South Africa and how first world everything is here, and to see the innovation and the creativity and the resourcefulness of how people are harnessing these things to make real world impacts, on the ground. I think that's something we haven't quite seen as much of in South Africa. It's still a big talk shop, it's popular. I'm part of it, I have to admit.
A highlight for me was actually hearing some more insights, in-depth insights from Africa. Especially top countries, top tweeters, top Facebook, top YouTube views. So it was interesting to hear proper stats for a change, not something that you have to research on your own on the social networks.
We've got to understand that we do business differently in Africa. It's not the same as the rest of the world. And so as a result, we will do social media business differently than the rest of the world. And it's appreciating that we are a very specific culture, we're a very specific group of people, and we do things very differently.
I've personally learned a lot, and I kind of thought that I knew a lot already, so it's really been very informative.